And he looks over into the corner of the field, and who do you think he sees sitting there? Yeah? Dave?
We're here today at All Saints Primary in Anfield, and we're doing one of our storytelling sessions with the Year 5s. So we're seeing two groups of children throughout the morning, doing the same session with them twice. And we're telling 4 different stories. 3 are traditional Irish ones and 1 is an original story that one of the participants has actually made up. And we've actually also had an artist make up these storyboard posters that illustrate each one of the stories, so we're able to show them that as we're telling it. And also then, as soon as they've heard each story, we invite one of the children to come up and retell the story themselves using the poster to help. And then we leave the posters with them, obviously, so that they can do it again whenever they want. But also it's a great test of memory and test of kind of attention to detail, so we ask them to, obviously, to listen very closely, which they've all been brilliant at doing. And what's been terrific as well is when we're inviting the children up to retell the stories, how each person does it slightly differently. So some of them will be quite quiet and be very concerned with getting the details right, and others are more kind of animated with it and act a little bit more when they do it and give the characters different names or different voices and kind of make the story more their own. So it's nice to see them sort of developing their own style. And what we've really been encouraging them to do is to quickly retell the story. So we're saying, you know, in the playground this afternoon or when you get home tonight, tell someone the story and pass it on. So hopefully that's kind of stuck with them as well. I think there are a lot of school kids are used to sort of sitting and listening quite attentively, but with storytelling it's always slightly different because it is a kind of form of entertainment, so it's getting that balance right, I think, between obviously making sure they really enjoy it but actually picking up on the details, and that's really down to the teller. You can choose to highlight different parts of the story which will allow it to really stick in the mind of the person that you're telling, so that's kind of down to the skill of the teller, and then the children are really picking up on that, and that's coming across when they're retelling the stories because they're maybe using some of the exact same phrases that you've used, or they're emphasising the same points in the story so that it shows that it really does go across to them and that they then pick that up when they're retelling the story. In between each story, I've brought my small harp in today, so in between each story I've been playing an Irish tune just to break up the sort of pace of the session a little bit, and they've been really enjoying that as well, and it gives the story some kind of context as well and looks a bit further into Irish culture. And also at the end of the storytelling session, if there's time, I do invite the kids up to have a go of the harp if they want to, which they always do, so it's great, they get to have a wee play as well. So it's been part of the Discovering the Liverpool Irish sort of series of events leading up to the Irish Festival itself, working with these participants on learning the stories. And then there's going to be the launch event in October for the festival. We'll be displaying the storytelling posters there as well, and we'll hopefully be retelling the stories just to illustrate how the posters are going to be used. So there will be a chance to sort of see it again in action in October. And also we've left these posters with the schools as well, so the legacy's there as well. Hopefully the stories will carry on being told.